What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Follow the House Usher, episode number 3. And holy shit. I mean, coming off of that episode...
Putting it mildly.
Yeah, that was so insane. Perry's party and the way everything played out at the end, and just the moment we found out about that location and he showed interest in that location and was like, ooh, we're going to do a party there, and hearing about all the violations that building has fallen under, and we're like, that sounds like it's going to be a bad thing.
Yeah, that does not sound like a good idea.
And Perry decided to go rogue and decided to try to prove that he's worthy with one of these parties, making all this money, making it super exclusive.
Making a giant orgy, basically.
Yeah. Inviting his sister-in-law to the party who showed up, and we're not sure if she made it out of there or not.
I was going to mention that. I'm like, where is she?
We don't know. Because it looked like she went the opposite direction of the exit, because the bartender that we saw early on, I don't think we have a name for her yet, she's basically Death, the Reaper, feels like.
That's how I feel. I feel yeah.
I think you said that, and I totally agree with you, because she was going around telling folks, like, hey, leave, get out now.
Which is like, it feels like this is not your time. Mm-hmm. You need to exit.
And she told the sister-in-law, who's, again, names takes me a minute to remember, told her to leave. So we don't know if she felt that, decided to go, or if she decided to stay, which my prediction is that she left. That's my guess.
I hope.
Because
how are you going to explain this to your husband?
Well, yeah.
Also.
I mean,
Freddie.
Just absolutely nuts. But the idea that Roderick is responsible for this and the conversation that he's having with August is really interesting, honestly, because the way he talked about Perry's death and the way he talked about all of his kids' deaths,
right,
that he had direct influence on it. And I feel like it's more of an indirect thing. The actions of him as a businessman, the trickle down of that,
right,
is what caused Perry to have this party, to have access to this building, which then proceeded to lead to his death, which, one of the more brutal things I think we've ever seen in anything. Watching that rain fall and just
awful.
Melt everyone who was dancing in the party, and then for the bartender, aka Death until we know otherwise, goes and puts that mask on his face. It's just, that was so eerie and creepy, and it was downright nasty, to be honest.
The creepiest part, though, is when Roderick's talking and Perry is, like, in front of him.
Just gets up in his face.
Melted muscle. I'm going to assume that's either melted skin or muscle showing.
Yeah. The foreshadowing of that, when Perry was in the background even, you could tell that something was really wrong.
Oh, God, yes.
And then when Perry got up in his face, you're like, oh, damn, something really, really bad happened to him.
I'm loving, though, the background, like, creatures, I'm going to call them. Like, the people in the tortured souls in the background of when Roderick is talking to August. Like, that, I love it so much. It's just the perfect amount of creepy.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the way the format of the show is playing out. I love that August and Roderick are sitting down having this discussion, and we're essentially
narrating.
We got, last episode was Perry's situation and his death. I'm assuming each kid is going to have some type of episode like that, and we're going to learn their stories leading up to who this informant is. Both of our informant picks are still alive at this point. So, looking good there, even though my thought process shifts a little bit. But I'm thinking, I don't know, it might make sense for it to be a non-direct family member.
Or like, who would, from the outside.
Who would profit the most from doing this? Someone who wouldn't be in the family will. I think it's somewhere along those lines, but I'm still sticking to the one super extreme daughter. I forget her name because, again, names, I struggle with them. But I still think it's her at this point, and you're still going with the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, she still has a mother, we think.
I hope.
So, fingers crossed.
Yikes.
But the more we learn and the more we experience with this family is just, wow. Yeah. They're all super unique, really interesting. And again, this whole idea that every kid has to come up with this world-changing business plan is... It's a lot of stress,
I was like,
and it's pretty wild.
Yeah,
It's pretty wild to live up to the Usher name. So, I mean, I get why a lot of them act the way they do. And some of just the day-to-day, like the one family who brings the girl in to have, like, the stage dinner party and whatever else is going on there. I mean, the heart transplant thing is a really big one, and seeing the flashbacks of how Roderick was, like, pitching the whole medicine thing and talking about how medicine's not the way, but actual devices is the future kind of thing. And just, again, seeing their lifestyles and seeing how everything is lived and just the way they treat each other. And it's pretty interesting. And I think it's really, really, really well done. And I'm very much looking...
He always does a great job.
He's incredible with the content that he creates. And I'm excited to see what episode 3 is going to bring. Because after episode 2, damn. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
I haven't even processed them. Unis are still puking their guts right now. Allie, CSI's still getting suited up, and now I got this guy. I don't know who the fuck you know. Chief says you got 10 minutes, and then we're coming in. And don't touch anything.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Whoa.
Sergeant!
I don't know how, but apparently he's clear.
You know, the family lawyer gets in before the authorities. Holy shit. Like, what? Could you imagine?
The smell?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh, God.
Is he going to remove Perry's body or to go find the evidence of the video and remove the video? Right. Yeah, he's looking at the cameras. Dude, that is so insane.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean, you gotta go, like, they're unrecognizable, the bodies. Oh, what
my
the
God.
fuck?
We got a survivor in here!
There's the sprinklers.
Holy shit.
See, he tied into tanks on the roof, but they weren't there to hold fresh water. We repurposed them when we closed the lab. The idea was we'd come back for it when no one was looking and dump it. We had to keep it. We couldn't ship it out because it was so fucking corrosive, and we shouldn't have had it at all. And the fines would have come with charges.
And that's why he blames himself. That's why he's responsible.
Those tanks, they were barely up to the task. It was already eating through the tanks and the pipes. And we only had another few weeks before we'd have a real fucking mess on our hands. We were going to take it out while the building was demolished and hide the extraction behind the demolition. Lots of material going in and out of a demolition site. And my son would have understood this if he'd paid a minute's fucking attention to the family business, but no.
Oh my God.
Hired a friend's cousin's friend's friend to hook onto the main line, and they didn't test it. A horrible accident.
There's one thing in there that doesn't jive with the horrible, tragic accident story.
So you caught that, did you?
The wait staff.
You said the wait staff left the building, all of them?
Why'd they all leave at the same time?
Yeah.
Someone set this up.
How many dead?
78.
Arthur get into it with a few friendly reporters. We say it was an underground party thrown by someone else.
There's a few felons on the guest list. You put it on one of them, keep Perry out of it.
Camille's gonna be furious. You didn't go through her.
This can't go through her. It has to come from outside the family. Keep Camille 10 miles away from it. It was someone else's
Why would I have
party.
this picture up? God.
Sir, you can't just go back there.
Oh, is she the survivor?
What happened?
It was an accident, just a terrible accident.
That's what I was wondering.
Your brother's dead. Did you hear me? Your brother is dead.
Yeah, dead, Perry. Got it.
She stayed.
So the idea that, like, all the staff left the party, it's creating...
Yeah.
Where was she? What is happening?
We need to talk, because when people ask, there are some things you absolutely cannot say.
Makes everything worse at once. The investigations, the lawsuits, and trial, it all gets juiced.
Fuck's sake, Camille, our brother just died.
Half-brother?
Harry throws an underground party at a condemned Fortunato building, and you didn't know about it?
No, he didn't invite his sister to the orgy.
Just his sister-in-law?
Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna keep that down. Somebody will notice that Morella Usher doesn't have skin anymore.
Okay, that's enough.
Jesus.
Leave the PR to me.
Your father feels that this has to come from outside the family.
It's the opposite. Harry Usher died horribly last night. That's public sympathy. We're gonna have something we haven't had in 3 years.
Wow, you're awful.
Holy shit.
He was very Paul Newman about his charity work when he was alive, but now that he's gone, we can sing about it.
Wow, Camille.
But any attack on us while we're grieving is an attack on him. The Usher family feels lost just like anybody else. People are losing loved ones to opioids. We know what loss is. We grieve with you. So you grieve with us. But public sympathy is a finite fucking resource.
Wow.
I feel sick.
Okay, you're up.
You wonder why people hate us. For this right here, this is why.
Because opportunity doesn't give a fuck what you're going through. That's why they hate us, not because we grabbed the opportunity, but because they didn't.
Wow.
The lengths that these folks go to protect their family name is wild.
You get on victory, and the only thing that saves this family is publicly executing the informant.
The interesting thing is with the animals. It's not the number of dying animals, that's market norm, like you said. The problem is with the livestock count. There's animals missing.
What?
So the numbers seem to track when an animal death is reported during a trial, but when the animal is supposed to have survived a procedure.
The inventory dumps a day or two later. The numbers are just changed.
What are the rumors? What do they talk about on their smoke break?
The rumor is that she swaps them out. Chimpanzee dies on the table. Rumor is she pulls another, shaves its chest, makes an identical incision.
And claims that the animal survived.
Gross.
Holy shit.
She'd have to get rid of the other one.
And retrieve the tech.
Which is tough to do because there are cameras and personnel.
She cuts them up. And carries them out in pieces. There's been some jokes about her lining the inside of her Birkin bag with plastic and taking the pieces to an incinerator.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
That is freaking insane.
We're really sorry for your loss.
She doesn't care about Perry.
I'm sorry. Watch where I'm going.
You think?
I'm all turned around. I was supposed to give this to the receptionist, but she's gone and I can't find anybody.
Look, you can just leave it at the receptionist's desk.
It's her.
Mm-hmm.
Here, who knows about my heart issues, but
If you have heart issues,
I have regular heartbeats. I get tired easily.
I can take this. You go sit down.
You work here?
Yeah, I work with Dr. Ruiz.
How wonderful.
But is she a different character or is she just a different version?
I'm thinking different version. Oh, yeah. She's gonna test on her.
You're just perfect, aren't you?
Creepy.
What are you doing there?
I texted you an hour ago.
Fuck, I guess my edible's kicking in.
Harry's dead, the family's fucked, you're the front line of my PR campaign, and you just took an edible?
You want something?
Oh my god.
I make video games. I'm not part of the whole Usher farmer bollocks. Like, I make video games, you know?
You give money to people who make video games.
Ouchie.
Frodrick is this Roderick Usher cover band, and he's playing the hits, but it's sort of off-key. Hammy is basically just goop with like a big golden bug sticker on it, and it's not even her face on the product. It's built the fucking fitness clown. And then Vic's heart mesh isn't even her heart mesh. It's the surgeon's heart mesh. You're like this amazing, I don't know, like Xbox Gatsby, and I just spin.
Dude, Camille is ruthless.
Dad
But
decided
she's
that I belong
honest.
in a room of smoke and mirrors, and I'm like a ceiling fan, and I spin and I spin and I spin, and I don't go anywhere. Ushers don't make stuff. None of us.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Oh, fuck.
It's never...
You got a cat?
She's mine. Hey, Pluto.
Yeah, having a little party. Take the mind of things. It's what Perry would have wanted.
Yes, that's my cue to go.
Hey, Leo.
Hey.
I brought some Monty.
Death was something new for my children. Like with all other things, ushers adapt quickly. It's one thing I tried to teach them, the art of the pivot.
Pivot?
Life hands you lemons.
Make lemonade?
No.
What do you do then?
First, you roll out a multimedia campaign to convince people lemons are incredibly scarce. And a media blitz.
Oh my God.
Lemons are the only way to say I love you, the must-have accessory. Roses are out, lemons are in, billboards that say she won't have sex with you unless you've got lemon. You get Apple to call their new operating system OS Lemon. Charge 40% more for organic lemons, 50% more for conflict-free lemons. You get a Kardashian to suck a lemon wedge in a leaked sex tape. Timothy Chalamet wears lemon shoes at Cannes.
Yeah, Chalamet and the Kardashians in on this shit.
Did you see that movie? Did you go to that concert? It was effing lemon.
Dude, why does this sound absolutely true?
You get Dr. Oz to recommend 4 lemons a day and a lemon suppository supplement to get rid of toxins because there is nothing scarier than toxins. Then you patent the seeds.
God damn.
And then, when you're done, and you've sold your lempire for a few $1 billion, then, and only then, you make some fucking lemonade.
Wow.
This is, you just add in whatever trend thing, and it absolutely makes sense.
His autopsy toxicology report said he had Monty in his system. Didn't bother to make lemonade out of that one, did you? It's a street-engineered derivative of Ligadone, your drug, in his system.
My attorney, Arthur Pym, is protective, and he's very, very good. As you know, he obliterated your case.
What's the matter?
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, we're getting a Camille story now?
Hell nah, dude. Dude, she looked tore up, and were her hands like all dark?
No, they were in gloves.
Oh, they were gloves. Oh,
You can't help it when you're young. You assume a lot. Like you assume the chemist isn't lying about the addictive properties. You assume your company will act ethically with your pitch. You assume.
Oh shit!
That one got me.
Roderick, you said you killed Perry, not me.
Not with the drug. Fuck, you're not listening. That's not how.
This is my drug.
Oh, wait, you can't.
No. I found the chemist. I walked this in here and you passed. Now what's this bullshit about Fortunato buying Landor Pharma?
Ligadone? That fucking gold line. Landor owns it all. And, well, I just bought Landor, so now I own it. Hell, I even own Metzer. It's all done.
Oh my God.
Who exactly are you in this equation? What did you think was gonna happen? You gonna walk in here, talk a little, and then we would partner up? You go from mailroom to the boardroom, and I'd turn to you and say, hey, G-Rod, what do we do next?
That sucks.
This guy sucks. They all suck.
You can't do anything because you don't have any juice.
Oh, man.
Hey, all right. Thank you so much.
Thing was all my idea. An idea is a fart that your brain makes.
I'm gonna use that.
Wow.
Money for nothing. You walked in here, brain farted, and turned it into $500. You're realizing what else my gratitude is worth. Well, this guy likes my ideas. Good manager's gonna want to keep people with good ideas around. Gratitude's worth a little more than you thought, isn't it, Rod? Is he grateful enough to want to promote me? Yes. Because that guy with the good ideas, I'm gonna want a shorter elevator ride between me, those ideas, and that guy. Maybe down the line, I'm gonna want him up here.
It's like dangling the carrot.
Watching how this story unravels is very interesting. Seeing how they got from like point A to point B, basically.
Remember when we first got placed with the Muldoons? They were first fosters after Mom died. Awful people. 5 support checks coming in. They were making money off the gig. Stuffed us all into a tiny room, rationed out our food, cashed the checks, and kept most of it themselves. Roderick was defiant. What did it get you?
Locked in the closet, mostly.
I went a different way.
You kissed ass.
Made myself their favorite.
Even suggested ways that she could cut more corners, keep more of those support checks.
Oh my God.
She started to see me as a helper. She gave me more responsibility and more. And pretty soon, she didn't even cover that ledger when I came into the room.
She plays the game.
Yeah.
When I decided it was time, she didn't even know it was me until they had her in cuffs.
Wow.
You always charge right at it. Rufus Griswold is just Mrs. Muldoon in a nice suit. You get beside him. You make him want to hand you that trowel. Show you how it works. Then you stab him with it.
Okay. I mean, she's not wrong.
Dude, she is like smart and scary and ruthless. Because now I'm super intrigued on how they got to that spot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, God. How can the human body take so much stuff in and still survive?
Clearly, he's not...
Oh, my God!
Oh, what the hell?
That's blood, babe.
He has no idea. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's all over his shirt. What the fuck happened?
Did he hurt the cat? That's a lot of blood, though.
What the fuck?
Why would you do that?
Holy shit, dude.
I've identified every person in the footage except her.
How many people interacted with this woman?
The wait staff all say the same thing. They didn't see her face. Red cloak, killer body, that's it. Maybe she tipped them off. They feel like maybe she said something, but they can't remember what. Just felt they needed to get out.
Dude. So they were able to get her on video, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I cannot remember a fucking thing after Camille left. Nothing jumps out at you. Man, where's Pluto? I put a food bowl out, see? I put it out as soon as I woke up and I haven't heard. Fuck. Did we let her out by mistake? Oh, fuck. She always comes back.
Oh my God, you terrible person.
Oh, dude.
Mom? Mom, it's okay. I'm here. Mom? Mom! Mom, don't do that! Mom, don't do that! Hurry up!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh no. That gave me like chills.
I don't, the scratching at the skin where it's like probably already like gone.
I've had a shit day and I really just want to starfish and forget the world.
I'm sorry?
Camille? Please don't talk to me until I've come at least twice.
What?
With all respect, that part of this is not happening anymore. We're together now, and it's serious. We've been trying to figure out a way to tell you, but we've been fearing repercussions, which is not cool.
Don't say it. You're in love. I have specific needs. I have specific requirements for a very specific and unique fucking lifestyle.
You two fell in love, Tina? 1 month after I finished paying off your student debt, Tina?
My name isn't Tina. You know that my name is Beth.
I don't give a shit, Beth!
Holy shit.
Fine. Okay, you're in love. You're in love, adorable little morons.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna Venmo you your severance.
Well, we're not quitting. We just needed you to know.
No, you're not quitting. You're fired. Boom, we're done.
Holy shit. These people are out of their minds. And I'm talking about the Ushers.
You're late. Oh, where's Lauren? Yeah, she's under the weather, and she didn't want to spread it around. We work together all the time. She filled me in on everything, so I understand the gig. I'm Candy.
She's infiltrating the whole family now.
Yes.
We're having dinner to start.
There you go.
And I was craving that today. I almost texted you when I left the office.
That sounds exactly like her voice.
It's like you knew. Ugh. I just love you.
Well, I knew you had a bad day, so you deserve it.
Today was something else. And I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know how to feel. This fucked up tragedy and
the cadence of how...
Let's not talk about Perry or the family or anything.
Why does she know about Perry?
Tonight, I just want to have dinner with my husband. I just want to feel seen and do whatever we can to push the rest of that away.
Oh my God.
Well, I want to know why this does it for her. I don't... Why you can't have that interaction with your husband. Why you have to watch it happen with another woman. It's so interesting.
Excuse me, this is a restricted area.
Yes, I know. You must be new. Shouldn't be here. Roderick Usher is my father. I understand.
Oh, there she is.
We're doing an article on my sister's work. You know my sister. I know, Miss LaFurcade. And you work the night shift, which means that you know what she does to those poor animals. Also, she greases your palm as she walks by with her drippy Birkin bag full of monkey bits. You're gonna do the smart thing and go back to your crossword puzzle, or else I'll have you fired and sued. What's a 6-letter word for fucked? Fucked.
Oh shit.
Of course I know who you are. You're the clever one. But you shouldn't be here, and you don't have to be here. That's all I was saying.
Uh-oh. Is this how she dies?
Oh my God, right?
Death just gave her the warning. Leave. Is this animal related?
I don't want to know.
Because she looked thrashed when she saw Roderick. Or when we saw her with Roderick. She has gloves on.
Yeah, this makes me sick. If you weren't awake before, you are now.
Oh my God. This is so fucked. Oh no.
Oh no.
Why do you hate her? You know, it was the Greeks who started it. 4th century BCE. First experiments on animals. You know how many animals are used for testing in a year?
It's disgusting.
More than 100 million. Your dad is a force of nature, isn't he?
I'm gonna need you to tell me who the fuck you think you are.
Why do you hate her? I mean, on paper, you should be allies. Bastard daughters of Roderick Usher. What an alliance you could have made.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna have you fucking killed.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
You hate her because she hit it better.
Oh, shit, dude.
Right, you know, she lies. And she pumps us full of adrenaline to make it look like it works. You still didn't need to come here, though. It could have happened quiet, peaceful, in bed. I guess it's gotta happen like this.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. It's not personal. Wasn't with your brother either. It's just
business.
Here we are. Fuck it. I got mine.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Whoa, dude. This show is fucking ruthless, dude. This is like watching the way these folks are being killed is just whole shit.
That was awful. What they did to the animals. My God.
I mean, experimenting on animals and testing on animals is gross. But, I mean, just the way this story is being told, I
was not expecting a Camille episode. I
thought she was going to be one of the last.
Honestly. I thought like we were getting like a Vic episode.
Does that mean my pick is now wrong?
Yes.
She can't be the informant, right?
Literally dead.
All right, I have to come up with a new pick then. I mean, these people are bad. And they're using their power that they believe they have on people, and it's resulting in them being horribly killed. Like Perry in the last episode going beyond what his abilities and means should have been in terms of setting up that party, like violating the rules, and then Camille
not knowing anything about anything
and just being like, fuck off, do you know who I am? Like she's pulling that line. And then
like these are the people that have got way too much fucking money to know.
I mean,
like their whole humanity is fucking gone.
She just got to a point where it didn't matter. Whatever she said goes. And even, again, she's deaf. I think that's very clear at this point. And when someone is like telling you like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
You listen.
And they're not. They ignore it because, again, they think they're untouchable.
And it's
being proven that they're not.
I loved her whole analogy of like spin, spin, spin. She's the ceiling fan.
I love that whole conversation talking about how the Ushers are essentially nothing.
Yes, and that you don't actually make anything. You pay people to make things, and you slap your name on it.
I think that goes back to the flashback with Roderick as a younger version of himself.
Absolutely, that whole thing makes sense. And
the
what
whole
Madeline
idea
was trying to like tell him, like, get close and just take it.
Right.
You don't need to charge at somebody before you've even done anything yet.
Exactly. And I think that's just their whole motto is being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to be a level of smart to get to that point. You have to have some brain power and some ability to figure out that kind of strategy. I mean, I think it makes you kind of a bad person.
Yeah.
I mean, taking advantage of people and using people's vulnerabilities and basically manipulating to get into position. I mean, everybody does it to a level in any type of business, which it's tough. But like watching it play out with this specific group of people, it's wild. And I mean, the animal brutality in this episode, seeing it now and like, damn it.
Like, we don't have any other better ways.
Just
seriously.
Nikki and the
We've
pets.
come so far, but we don't have any better ways.
I'm just like even going back to the cat. Like, what the fuck happened to the cat in the party? Like,
And then he
was that
fucking cleans it up and doesn't say anything.
Oh, maybe he got out or she got out. I think it was a girl kitty. Pluto got out. Oh, it's like, oh, dude, like
you're a terrible. I mean,
that's
that would
ruthless.
raise all the red flags about you as a person.
I mean,
what the fuck kind of person hurts animals?
I mean,
you piece of shit.
I mean, violently stabbing it to death and then, like, I mean,
blood everywhere.
What the fuck happened? Was it him? Or did something else happen? Because there was a party there.
I don't know. And that's the other thing. When we saw that too, I didn't think it was even a Vic episode at that point. I thought it was him. I thought he was getting his episode. And then they focused a lot on Vic, and I'm like, okay, this is a Vic episode.
They're giving us a little bit with every kid, every episode before revealing the big kind of ending.
What if it's Toby and Beth? It's not Tina. What if they could be the informant?
That goes back to my thought of rethinking the whole strategy on who the informant could be. Because again, if it's a family member, like we know all the kids die. So I guess it would make sense that it's not one of the kids.
Right.
So the idea, like, plus they're all in the will. They all have a ton to benefit in terms of keeping all of this going. Why would they rat at this point on the family? So I feel like they're an option. The lawyer's an option. The new wife is an option.
I don't know about her.
I'm just saying an option. Just because if she's not baked into the will to like receive anything, then she has.
See, I feel like the granddaughter has the most to profit off of.
That was a horrible scene too. Oh watching her mom like have the freak out and like ripping all
lack
the
of skin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I think a non-family member makes the most sense at this point, just because they have the most to gain in terms of being an informant and revealing this information and finally bringing down the Ushers. So, I mean, that list isn't that long. So it feels like it could be. I mean, the granddaughter, she's losing a lot at this point. It feels like she's having a really hard time with the morality of realizing what her family does. Mm-hmm. So she makes sense as a family member, but lawyer, new wife, the two workers that Camille hired, I think those are all really good candidates in terms of being the informant at this point. But an easy way to scratch those two off the list, they just got a shit ton of money, it sounded like, from Camille to just walk away. So maybe that just shuts you up, and I don't know. But I mean, the fact that they were in with someone in the family, they might have had access to some information that could... I mean, the lawyer sounds like the most obvious, because he would know everything that's happening.
Yeah,
especially having...
I didn't really think about him at the beginning, but like that would make sense also, because, you know, prove it was me.
But also... An easy way to like take him off the list is be like, he's making a shit ton of money being their attorney. That's probably a really comfy life.
Yeah.
Why would he want to fuck that up?
Some people have to be just absolutely fed up with things.
Yeah. I mean, it probably gets to a certain point defending this family of all the shit that they're responsible for. Because like every time...
Luke Skywalker would never.
Never. I mean, every time August goes through the list of how many people have died as a result of their drug, it's just... And now you have
50,000.
You have the Perry party now. You have this animal situation now with this thing
is gonna come blow back onto Vic.
I mean,
maybe
the way that whole thing is being handled with like faking it with the adrenaline and then sending out healthy animals with the scar to make it look like, oh look, our product worked. Like that whole thing is
awful.
so fucking shady.
Yeah.
So I mean, at some point maybe the lawyer might have a breaking point, but again, I feel like he has way too much to continue to gain.
He seems like a terrible person.
Especially, I was going to say, like, especially if he has no morality and he's just gone inside at this point.
Yeah.
It would make sense for him to just continue to be this person.
I think you have to be with, being this family's attorney. You have to have,
oh, yeah.
Just be dead inside.
Yeah, you can't have any morality or believe in anything real, because defending them and getting them off all the time is just...
No joy in your life.
Yeah. So I don't know. It feels like the list is short in terms of who it could be at this point, because it never really crossed my mind that oh shit, all of the kids die. So maybe it's got to be a grandkid or a spouse of some sort somewhere. So yeah, I don't know. This show is absolutely wild. The performances are so good.
Yes, excellent.
I mean, the moment where Camille was freaked, she was scared. The look on her face was incredible, and the way she was delivering that moment, and then it was just oh fuck it, I've had mine. It's she came to the realization all right, I had a good life, time to go. That was the realization she came to.
That was wild.
And when she showed the phone and took a picture, and it was the gorilla, the ape, chimpanzee, I don't know what the official term is, that shit was wild. And then at the end, smiling, haha.
He looked scary, more like he was gonna fucking come after them too.
It looked like he was very pleased with himself. Fuck around, find out kind of thing. It's fuck.
Damn it. I learned that on TikTok, how to say fuck around and find out in sign language. Cannot remember it for the life of me now.
Wow, I bet that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, this show... This show is really well done. It makes you just... There's not a whole lot of happy in this show.
No.
It's all just a big giant downer.
Yeah.
And bad people and really gruesome murders and so insane. I mean, so I feel like that's right up our alley in terms of the content we like to watch.
Yeah.
Because it's wild. It's a really well done story. Visually, it's incredible, and everyone's performance, as always, as they always are in Flanagan content, incredible.
Absolutely.
So through 3 episodes, all I could really say is just wow. The show is wow.
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. Share your thoughts. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.